What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. It's another follow-up, I suppose. Finally, other YouTubers are talking about it as well. This is called The Disgusting Disaster of the Tristan Jass Vancouver Bandits collab, CEBL, long name. This is Frozen Buckets. Go check them out. But it's got 13,000 views, and one of you sent me this. I've already spoken about T-Jazz and the Bandit situation a couple times, and I just haven't dug in too much. I haven't really cared much, so it'll be interesting, I guess, to see how someone else talks about it, and then I can give my thoughts. Maybe he does some of the research for me. This video discusses how the CEBL mishandled their collab with Tristan Jass, so this could be interesting. We will give it a watches. Go follow Frozen Buckets. Hopefully it's a good video. Let me turn me up.
I want to talk about how poorly the CBL handled this Tristan Jass collab. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Tristan Jass, but you need to respect him as an asset and a product, right? Tristan Jass, 5.63 million subs, right? That is huge. So huge. Why aren't you playing him? He doesn't have skills? Yeah, we already know that. But this isn't your first time having a person who's a celebrity to come play in the league. This is probably going to be a model for you to have to bring in fans.
Yeah, I do have my thoughts on how they handled it, but my thoughts kind of go with, we spoke about the pay-per-view and Ball is Life and TNC stuff. I think every business can just handle things the way they want to, and you kind of have to see how they react. Okay, well, this is their first time. You have to give some leeway for some mistakes. I feel the same way about the Vancouver Bandits. Like, I don't think they've done a great job because it feels kind of shady, or it feels kind of misleading of what they did to the build up and trying to get the fans and the way they've misconstrued it. But if they are like, yeah, it didn't go as planned or whatever, then it's fine. But if they maliciously did it, then that's a different scenario, right? And that's the part I don't know.
With Tristan Jass, you posted recently, you had 1,233 likes with 7 comments on Insta, and then 2,524 on another one with 30 comments. That is literally almost 10xing compared to the rest of your posts you've made all over the page. Fans are complaining and saying, hey, he knew already that this was going to be a collab, and this was just because they want a partnership, because they wanted.
I want to read some of those comments, actually. Bro don't even play. Did I miss something? Was he cut? I was told he was not here to play in real games. They signed him just to bring more people to the arena and make promotions. What a joke. And I've been watching his YouTube series on about it. I'm done watching. And this is kind of what I thought would happen. But again, I like the attempt. I don't think humans are perfect. So, when people make mistakes, I'm probably a lot more forgiving than most people, but I completely understand people being upset and also feeling kind of, people don't like feeling misled. So
just because they want a partnership, because they want to,
can't read the last one.
But you need to play him. You've done this with J. Cole already. J. Cole wasn't the greatest basketball player.
Is this where J. Cole? Oh, I thought J. Cole was I thought he went to South America. I didn't know he was in the CEBL. But wasn't he did he average he was averaging 3 points a game or something? But again, I thought it was cool. And if you're going to sign a guy like that, yeah, you should put them in the games.
That received the court. But the Discovery Superstars played him a little bit. All you needed to do to keep the fans' attention was give the guy a jersey, let him play 3 minutes a game, and come off the bench. The Vancouver Bandits weren't a bad team where they were fighting for a championship spot. 17-5.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they're in #1 spot as well. So yeah, I would probably have done it differently, but
currently 2 wins ahead of the Calgary Surge, who's sitting in second. You have 3 games left in the season. This is the chance for you to pull him off the bench, put him on against some really bad teams if you still have any left on your schedule. You're versing the 11-11 Shooting Stars. That's a perfect matchup right there to play against. You put him in the end of the second, going the halftime, you put him in the end of the fourth. Make sure you have a nice, decent lead. You can come in.
I don't know if this guy does other basketball content, but this is pretty common sense. He's kind of spot on. This is what I would think. If you're going to sign a guy like this and you're going to take a chance, you might as well might as well use it, right? Might as well actually put him in, and you don't have to put him in a lot. I don't think he's a professional level player, but it's sometimes you can sacrifice some points or some wins to bring in some fans if that's the route you're going to go. me personally, I probably wouldn't have signed a player like that if I wasn't intending on using them. But if you're going to sign them and make a big deal about it, like follow through.
Make him score a basket or something. That's so simple to do. And the other one you have is the Blackjacks for 10 and 11. Again, same thing. You already know. Hey, he's going to be a liability scoring-wise. He's going to be a liability defense-wise. He's never played pro. He hasn't played high school. He hasn't played college. He can do pretty well one-on-one.
Hadn't played high school? Is that true?
Knew that he's going to bring fans in because he already did an exhibition match. So, yeah, he had an injury earlier in the season.
I thought he said he played high school and was recruited for college and decided not to go because he decided to pursue YouTube. Again, I know a lot of people say whatever, but, I mean, surely he at least played high school, right?
Sure, I understand that. But you should have been looking at your schedule and say, hey, when do I verse teams I know I could beat by 20 points? Like the Rattlers on Friday, July 18th. On the 18th, you beat them 100-79.
Real quick, this is one of those scores. I talk about that when I was playing. I tell my teammates this stuff all the time. That's one of those scores that looks a lot worse than what it is, especially by the end of the game. So that's 21 points because it's a 7. If that were 80 and you beat them by 20, it'd look a lot closer. If that were 89 and it's 11 points, it still looks like you destroyed a team. 100-89 looks like a big loss. That's pretty close because typically at the end of this game looks like it was close the whole time until you had like a run in the third quarter to go like a 10-point lead in the third quarter. But then when you get to here, like, you know, both teams are probably subbing, like it blows out a lot more. So this game, look, I'm just trying to be charitable to Vancouver. I don't know, but it looks like a bigger margin than what it probably was.
Friday, July 18th. On the 18th, you beat them 100-79. 100-79. And you're saying you couldn't put this guy in for the last 6 minutes of the game? Like, this isn't your first rodeo. J. Cole's already been in the league. J. Cole came here. J. Cole's made the Scarborough Shooting Stars a popular team.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Instead of doing anything with this nice, not impressions, but his impressions of viewers, you kind of just let it rot. You've even got him and Kyrie Irving to talk about it on a podcast.
So I got a shout out to the Vancouver Bandits, man.
Is that true? That's dope.
You think you could set up something, a meeting with them when we...
You're letting it all rot. Like,
is this why you sent me the video? That felt weird. I think this is the first time I've seen somebody. I hope he's nice. That felt really weird. I thought something happened to my camera. Sorry guys, I wasn't expecting that. This must have been why you sent me the video.
you're letting it all rot. Like, there's another YouTuber, Midrange. This guy was a professional baller, and he came and he made a video about Tristan Jass. You know what the video about Tristan Jass did? 105K views.
True. 105,000, and our Peyton Pritchard one got 25,000. Pretty good.
On his secondary channel, another one, 12K views. Like people want to hear about him playing. He has 3.
That was pretty cool. That really caught me off guard. I was like, what just happened to my camera? Why am I on the? Sorry, we'll play the video.
Channel. A mil on one. He has 341K on the other one, and 601K on the next. He also has 269 on the first one, announcing that he's signing a pro contract. But these videos are so backwards. It's like his new video really says, "My first pro basketball game." That's clickbait.
I kind of didn't like this too. So, again, content creators, I put them in a really big basket, right? And there's so much gray area. So at the worst end is like you can clickbait. We'll clickbait later. At the worst end is like you're scamming your audience and you're lying about who you are. You're lying about your product. You're lying on purpose to mislead people and to gain a profit off your audience, right? That's probably as bad as it gets. And then down here, it's like people that are completely honest and genuine and aren't selling products and just do it for the love of the game, right? That's content creators fit in this. Clickbait, it's somewhere in here. It's somewhere in here. It's not right here being genuine, but it's somewhere in here. I don't think it's the worst thing. But when you got to pick and choose and be careful what you're clickbaiting about, because then people kind of start to expect it and then they start to just be like, okay, it's like the boy who cried wolf. So this right here, my first pro basketball game, I kind of took it personal because as someone who has played professionally, like it kind of feels like someone I got cut so many times in my life. It was a long journey to get there. And I've played with people who maybe played one game and then they go off and tell everyone they're a professional player. They go coach people for the rest of their lives using that. And I'm like, oh, it really irritates me. So Tristan Jass saying like my first professional game, I'm like, you're kind of almost making a mockery of like what people do for a living and what they've done to get to that point. Again, he's young. I let it, like, this is his job, is whatever. So when I say take it personally, I'm just like, ugh, that feels weird. But then I also watched it. I liked the video. I thought it was fine. The name of the game is Clickbait, right? I get it. But I understand this. But then he did my first pro basketball practice. It's like, okay, my first week as a pro basketball player. Again, it's preseason stuff. So when I start watching his content now, I just assume like, oh, okay, yeah, everything's clickbait. That's fine. That's okay. Then it's probably just not content necessarily for me. I don't think anything's wrong with it, but your audience will start to pick up on that stuff at some point.
He also has 260 on the first one, announcing that he's signing a pro contract. But these videos are so backwards. It's like his new video really says, my first pro basketball game. That's clickbait. I'll tell you why it's clickbait. Because that video, people are probably thinking, oh my God, he finally played a game. No. That's the preseason game he played all the way back when the season started. He played an exhibition match against
this
his
is the
own
one
team,
we reacted
exhibition match against a college, and then he played an exhibition match against a TBT team, which that last one I would count as an actual game. But again, like, you should have been playing him. J. Cole, when he was in the league, he played five games. He played 5 games.
And this is the thing, right? So I didn't know it was this league, but this changes things a lot. So J. Cole played in this, 2.4 points a game, and power to him. Like, this is great. I thought it was awesome. I thought he played in South America, and maybe he did that as well, but I thought it was cool when he was doing this. It's like, chase your dreams, go do what you want to do. And if you've got the platform to make it happen, make it happen. And you've got to put yourself out there in front of everyone. And people were roasting J. Cole, like saying he was trash and whatever. You got to put yourself out there. I feel like Tristan has avoided having to really be out there in front of people in a real professional game and get, 2 points a game, average 2 points a game and whatever, have these numbers, have people trash him. He's avoided all that negativity because he hasn't played in a game, but then he's still posting that he played in a pro game, and he's posting his and he did really well when he played against their B team or whatever. He did really well when they played against the college team. But it's like, to put that in there as playing pro, it's like, to me, I'm like, sometimes those little white lies or those little differences are pretty significant.
And he played 9 minutes per game, and he averaged 2 points per game.
9 minutes a game.
All he needed to do,
that's a lot.
was take Tristan Jass, stick him in the corner. He catches the ball, he throws it up, open three. That's it. He hits that 1-3. You post on social media. Boom. There's your views for the week. There's your views for the month. You do that 4 times through the whole season. You keep the views up, and more people keep on tuning in. You played him in some games, and his jersey sells, and you get more money that way. You added this guy. He probably gave an insane boost to followers on all social media platforms. People are still asking on like the Reddit. The Reddit's not even big, but people are still asking, where's Tristan Jass this? Where's Tristan Jass that? Is he ever going to play the game? Oh, he's not going to play a game because it's all media stunt. He was injured this. He was injured that. Like, he's supposed to be on a pro team, but he's out doing a 3-point half-court contest with Mr. Beast and Giannis. There was literally no point of having this guy on here. He's not helping to bring him.
I agree. So when they were like, he's injured, that's why he's not playing, I'm like, isn't he just filming a video? Isn't he at the NBA All-Star event and playing in that? Isn't he filming all these other basketball things? Like, just tell us what it is. Like, I don't really care, but we should.
Reviewers, because the people are coming, then leaving. Like, I'm going to say right now, I don't think a single person from Tristan Jass is even continually watching this league. There's almost 1 million people you probably could pull from using Tristan Jass' name. I would think probably like 10 are gonna stay and watch your league. Majority of our teams are down in Ontario, and guess how easy is it for US people to cross the border to go watch a game? Especially Niagara Riverlines and Bandits. That's a rivalry from last season because that was the finals matchup. If you showed a video of him suiting up and doing warm-ups and doing layup lines, people would come to see the games.
100% true.
We're getting the.
So this is it's kind of just saying the same thing over and over, but please go follow, go watch the original video. Please go follow Frozen Buckets. Honestly, only 130 subscribers. This is a good video. He's right. I completely agree with this, not just because I'm in the video, by the way, which jump scared me, but thank you for sending it, and I'm assuming that's why you guys sent me this video. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much my thoughts on it too. Like, I noticed, to me, I thought it was such a cool concept, right? And I wanted to see how it played out, and I thought, and I said it in my original video, I think this is really big of a person who's not necessarily a professional player, a high level player, to put themselves out there in front of everyone to see and be like, hey, I'm going to go out and give it my best. And, you know, if I fail, everyone's going to see. And if I succeed, everyone's going to see. But to then like to boost it up like it was going to be that, and then to take the easy way out, to me, it kind of left a sour taste. So far, it's left a sour taste in my mouth. I completely get it. I think T-Jazz's content is good. I still think like putting yourself out there and giving it an opportunity, I still think like it could have been a good thing and good for all of his fans. But again, we don't know the behind the scenes. We don't know what the agreement was. We don't know like what they went into it saying. Something may have happened, right? I always try to be charitable because we just don't know. But I do agree with this video. It does feel very unsatisfying, and it does feel very distasteful on the surface. So I'm interested. I think he does have another episode, said there's another episode coming out. So we'll watch that. We'll wait and see, and hopefully more news comes out about it. I do think the CEBL missed a huge opportunity. And honestly, another team may have benefited far more by picking him up and doing this and actually playing him. Like, if you're a team that's at the bottom, why not just play him like what they did with J. Cole. So yeah, I agree with this video. Go follow. I thought it was awesome. Yeah, thank you for sending that through as well. Appreciate you guys. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.